Secretary of State John Kerry is scheduled to meet with Russia tomorrow. On the agenda, a plan for how Syria will hand over its chemical weapons. But this isn't the only diplomatic discussion taking place. 10 on your side's Art Kohn has been in D.C. talking to our local leaders on Capitol Hill. He has information on one initiative that appears to have bipartisan support. Art?
Yeah, that's right. The Republican congressman from Virginia's 2nd District, Scott Ridgel, has co-sponsored an amendment that calls for a UN resolution that would charge Syrian President Assad with war crimes and force him to go before an international tribunal. His Democratic colleague from the 3rd District, Bobby Scott, says the legal course is the proper solution for this crisis in Syria.
As I understand the Chemical Weapons Convention, it requires going to the UN and then to the International Criminal Court as a sanction for violating the convention.
That's where justice is served, is in holding Assad personally accountable for what took place.
However, 2nd District Congressman Scott Ridgel admits it will be difficult to bring Assad to justice.
Well, I doubt that he'd show up for that willingly. Now, a lot has to take place, and our principal focus here is where the administration is, and that is to see if this Russian alternative really has a credible basis and has real traction.
But the efforts in the UN already appear to be on a slippery slope, with both Russia and Syria showing little sign of cooperating with the UN's efforts. However, Congressman Scott told 10 on Your Side Wednesday morning that he did not hear anything in the president's address to the nation last night that eased his concerns about authorizing a military strike on Syria.
It is problematic if we attack another nation without provocation. They haven't done anything to us.
Congressman Scott believes the United States must pursue legal action against Assad in the UN, absent of a direct threat to our national security.
That's the procedure.
Small chance in hell that that's ever going to take place.
Demonstrating against a U.S. strike on Syria, protester Ty Berry says the move would be viewed as hypocrisy by the international community.
The United States is the world's largest stockpiler of chemical and biological weapons.
You know, depending on your perspective, that too is an interesting notion. You know, also it's important that we remember as we look at the way Russia and Syria have been waffling back and forth in the UN with regard to turning over these chemical weapons, military action is still very much a real threat, and our Norfolk-based ships are still out there in harm's way. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on this. Reporting live from the nation's capital, Art Kohn, 10 on Your Side.